This video is sponsored by the subscribe button, as we are very close to 20,000 subscribers, which we're trying to hit by the end of 2025. Hello there, welcome to the channel, and today this is a very exciting video that I was honestly not expecting to do. We have a lot of new information for LEGO Star Wars 2026 sets, so if you enjoyed these updates, please do let me know in the comments section below, as well as by leaving a like on the video. And with all of that out of the way, let's jump right into this new info. So first up here, we have some information about the January 2026 sets, starting off with leaked set descriptions from the BrickTap Discord server, starting with 75436. This superb LEGO Star Wars construction and game set recreates exciting scenes on Tatooine from Season 1 of Star Wars The Mandalorian. Place the Mandalorian into the driver's seat of the figurine and put Grogu in the bag on the side. Attach the Mandalorian blaster rifle to the back of the vehicle to make it convenient for any action adventure. Now, this is obviously, or at least it appears to be, some sort of translation, because not all of this makes complete sense, but pretty much this is going to be the $10 Mandalorian speeder bike, and I don't think this is a terrible choice for a set. I don't think a lot of people were begging for this exactly. But I'm all here for $10 Star Wars sets that are not either microfighters or brickheads. This is a small play set, and it is a step in the right direction because there is limitless possibilities on the different $10 sets we could get, whether it's a small vehicle or a small display location or even a minifigure battle pack, which is like 2 figures, in a small build. So there's just a lot of potential here for sets like these, and I'm glad that we're starting with this one in January. Next, we have a leaked description for the January Cobb Vanth Speeder set, and I'm going to read out the description that was leaked on Discord. Team up with Cobb Vanth for action-packed battles against Cad Bane in this LEGO Star Wars 75437 Cobb Vanth Speeder set. For added digital fun, builders can zoom in, rotate models in 3D, and track their progress using the fun, intuitive LEGO Builder app. Build a LEGO brick model of Cobb Vanth's awesome speeder from Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 2. It's got a driver's seat for the Cobb Vanth minifigure, a clip for his pistol, and a hidden compartment to store iconic accessories, including Boba Fett's helmet and a Bantha milk carton. The included Cad Bane minifigure is also equipped with 2 blaster pistols, and Cobb has a jetpack for aerial action play. Very interesting set description here. I don't think this is leaking everything, but it's just going to give us a vague description of what the speeder bike will look like. I think it's really cool that we're also getting the Boba Fett helmet, and they really didn't talk about the Cad Bane minifigure in this set, but I do think, he's obviously going to be included. I think we saw a leaked image of his face print. So honestly, this is a very strange choice for a set, in my opinion, unless he appears in the Mandalorian movie, which then it makes a little more sense, but I still feel like this is coming far too late, and it should have released years ago. But nonetheless, I'm not going to complain too much because it's a small $30 set for kids, and I think that's what a lot of adult fans forget to realize, is that a lot of these sets, they're meant for kids. Now, while adults can purchase them and they can critique them, a lot of these sets, they are still aimed towards children with these set descriptions. I think the sets that deserve more criticizing are the 18+ adult sets, but sets like these, like the Cobb Vanth Speeder, this is just like a 10+ age rating set, maybe even less, so I don't think it really needs to be criticized too much once it gets released. But finally, for those of you who have been waiting a lot longer for the May UCS set for 2026, there's been a lot of talk, a lot of hype around what this set could probably be, and thanks to a BrickTap source from Discord, there is a rumor, and this obviously doesn't usually just come without any sort of knowledge. This probably has some sort of stemming from what this rumor comes from, but apparently the May UCS set is going to be the Mandalorian's N1 Starfighter. Now, this is a very, very interesting choice. A lot of people were speculating that this could probably be the UCS set, and in my opinion, there are far better sets that could have been done. This is just a very obvious choice, and one that people have been really thinking would happen for a while now, and given the fact that the Mandalorian movie is apparently getting a lot of sets for 2026 in general, so I think this just is an obvious choice. It's not a surprise. It's not going to blow a lot of people's minds, but something that may make people a little more interested is that apparently it comes with a new molded piece for Grogu, which is exciting because the piece we've been having for a few years has been the same piece that we've seen since 2019, and the fact they're updating this is really, really cool. I don't know whether or not he will be used in other sets, because that would mean that, the molds would... I would imagine that he releases in May, and any future sets that include Grogu will include this one, but any sets that lead up until May will include the older molded Grogu piece, with the 2 pieces actually. So it's not the craziest leak, it's not the craziest rumors, and this is quite interesting because a lot of people were saying that, the UCS Super Star Destroyer that is rumored for 2026 could have been the May set, and it doesn't appear as though that's the case. So if this is the Super Star Destroyer rumor is true, then that means that the Super Star Destroyer could potentially be the October UCS set, which is crazy because it's November right now, it just passed October, and if that's true, then we know what set is releasing about a year in advance. That is crazy. That's something that hasn't really happened all that much, at least in my time as of making LEGO videos and reporting on content. So if we really do know about the October UCS set this far in advance, that's honestly a bit of a bummer. I do like a little bit of secrecy, a little bit of mystery in the community for speculation that leaves room for different people to add their predictions and what they expect. But this was the last May set that we actually did not have a price tag, or, well, we don't have a price tag, but I will assume that this will cost between $200 and $300, just given off, what we've seen for pretty much the last 5 years for May UCS sets from LEGO Star Wars. I would assume this one will come in at around maybe $250, and it will hopefully include a brand new Mandalorian minifigure, hopefully with, arm printing. Dual molded legs are also a feature on this minifigure that I really want to see. It's just been long overdue for dual molded legs on a lot of Star Wars characters, and if the Mandalorian gets this one, I would be very, very grateful. Now, this really just leads me to think about what are we going to see for the summer of 2026, because, if you think a look, there are not a lot of rumored Clone Wars sets for the first half of 2026. Now, we don't have all the rumored sets, don't quote me on this, but as far as I can tell, I think LEGO will focus more on the original trilogy and more on the Mandalorian movie and the Mandoverse, because that's what's going to be relevant next year with Star Wars. I don't think the movie will be a hyper good movie. I think it will just be a generic, forgettable movie, in my opinion. At least from what I can tell from the trailer, it just looks like a generic action movie with a little bit of Star Wars thrown in there. And of course, it seems like it's going to be a great cash cow for Disney to make as much money as they can off of the Grogu hype, the adorable little Grogu that everybody wants to have a piece of. So, they're going to release toys. LEGO is going to obviously make as much sets as they can. We're getting a lot of Mandalorian sets rumored for next year. So there's a lot to look forward to if you are a Mandalorian fan. Me personally, I'm not. I've never actually seen the show, and I may hold off from watching the movie, but we'll see once we get there. That movie is rumored for about the first half of next year in 2026, and I still hope we see a good variety of Clone Wars and original trilogy, and I would love to see LEGO throw in a couple of sequel trilogy sets in the summer. I know a lot of people have mixed opinions on those movies, but in my opinion, they're not terrible, and I think LEGO should give them a second chance by just making a couple of sets and throwing them out there, see how well they would do. I would love to see a new Kylo Ren minifigure. I would love to see a new Captain Phasma minifigure. Those and a lot of the villain designs in the sequel trilogy were amazing. The vehicle designs were good, so there's a lot to look forward to if you are a LEGO Star Wars fan, but I think it's just really important to keep an open mind with all of the set releases and not to expect the world from LEGO, but there's always other themes to look forward to. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you did enjoy, please let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. Make sure to have a fantastic rest of your day, and goodbye.